So this is Danny Flexen here for SecondsOut. Delighted to be joined by Dynamite Daniel Dubois at a new home of McGuigan's gym in Leighton. How do you compare this to where you were previously at the University of Kent?
It's a lot nicer, bigger space, and it's lovely. It's closer, it's in London, and it's a good vibe around here.
It's very much like an old school gym. Does it bring to mind some of the amateur gyms you trained at?
It does, the flooring, everything. It's got a nice feel to it. It's good, nice park outside for running in, so we're all right.
And a big announcement is, of course, your American debut at the end of August the 29th on a Sunday in Cleveland. I'm guessing you've never been to Cleveland before.
No, I don't know. We see what's going on down in Cleveland, man. Yeah, it's first time in America, boxing in America anyway, and I'm looking forward to it.
You're on the Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley card. Before it was announced that you'd have an opportunity to box on this show, did you know much about Jake Paul? Did you know much about Tyron Woodley, who's a former UFC fighter?
Not much about, to be honest, I knew more about Paul. He's quite, them two brothers are making a name for themselves as sort of celebrity boxers, and, it's bringing a lot of attention to the sport as boxing as well. So we'll see. It's going to be amazing. I think a really exciting event.
Are you kind of a fan of Jake Paul and what he's doing?
Yeah, sure. I don't really follow them, honestly. They're pretty new into boxing, just jumping in the game with other YouTubers. So this is the first one against decent, I think. What was he, MMA fighter?
UFC, Tyron Woodley.
Yeah, okay. Should be interesting. Should be a good show.
Do you know much about your opponent? I've got to say, I've looked him up on BoxRec, didn't know a lot about him.
Not really, no. We're going to discuss that today and see how it goes. But we'll see how it goes.
How excited are you just generally getting to expose yourself? Wrong wording there as I was saying it. I thought that was bad. But yeah, getting to showcase your skills to a new audience, not just in the US, but also perhaps that YouTube audience that Jake Paul's brought in.
Yeah, obviously, I want to make a statement, and there's a different crowd, a different sort of atmosphere it will be. So. Yeah, probably a younger crowd, and I just want to go out there and perform and show what I can do, and hopefully it comes off and we have an amazing trip out there.
This is your first full camp with Shane. Obviously you joined him before the last fight, but only with 3.5 weeks to go, I think. What's it been like, and how have you adapted to the new style here?
It's been, gym's a gym everywhere. I've been in many gyms, and I'll get in there and I put the work in, and Shane's just like that as well. He's very disciplined and he's a good coach. Probably he's had multiple world champions. The other day, of course, right? You saw the Chris Smith win, and the team's going well.
It seems like a really good team environment. Like when I was watching you earlier on the pads and on the bag, Lawrence Okoli, who's obviously a world champion in his own right and who you've sparred regularly, was cheering you on, kind of telling you when you've thrown a good shot and so on. That must be pretty cool.
Of course, we're all after the same thing, really. We're all in this. It's a competitive sport, and it's great to have that, buzz in the gym. So when you look forward to coming there and got to prove yourself. You can't have a lazy day in the gym, otherwise everyone's going to be telling you off. So it's good.
What's been the toughest challenge about training under Shane? What's been the hardest thing to get used to?
Not really, nothing that I love challenges, so everything that he's told me to do, and if I struggle with it, I try and see how I can put it right and bring my style, my little touch to it too. So it's going really well.
What did you struggle with at the start that you have brought your own touch to?
Whatever it was, I've adapted well. It's just, maybe different way of doing things. Everyone's got their own. Everyone does their thing a little bit different. So I've just gotten used to that. I've been through, that stage through with him now. And now it's time to, get some proper fights under my belt.
Now you're, of course, WBA interim champion, #1 for that governing body. Do you have to just kind of wait around now, learn on the job, and just wait for your opportunity at a world title?
Pretty much. Just do that and keep winning. And that's all that matters right now. Keep winning, take my time, and obviously just opportunity comes, be ready for it.
And the major world heavyweight titles are both being decided in the next few months, all being well, COVID accepted. So I just want to ask a couple of predictions on how you think those two fights are going to go. So first of all, Anthony Joshua against Alexander Usyk.
I think I don't really, who really have an opinion on the outcome, but it's going to be a good fight. They're both top-level fighters. Joshua's been a champion for a while now, but Usyk is a good fighter too. So both are gold medal Olympians, so should bring a really, really good draw.
And then Tyson Fury's third fight with Deontay Wilder.
Another good fight. I think Fury's got Deontay's number now, and I think he'll pull out the bag again. But you never know. This is boxing. Anything can happen. But they're all good fights, both of them.
And then the likelihood is, we hope in 2022, Joshua and Fury will fight each other to decide heavyweight supremacy, at least for the time being. Who do you think will be the main man at the top of the heavyweight division when you get there ready to challenge?
Whoever's there, man, I want to take them on, whoever's there. The sport the belts might change hands again, I don't know. We'll see, we all got to wait and see. I just need to stay hungry, stay confident, stay in the gym and be ready for the opportunity.
Who out there at the moment would you like to fight to kind of help your development? Who's there to take you to that next level?
I don't know. There's a lot of fighters out there, a lot of big names, I don't know what fights I leave that up to Frank, let them deal with that side of it. There's a couple, a fight that I'd really love to, we just got to see how it goes. Obviously there's the Joe Joyce fight, I want to have that rematch, clear that up, but we'll see, take time.
Is that the one you'd really love, the Joyce rematch?
Yeah, in time, obviously not now, but still got to build ourselves up. Hopefully he might win a world title and then fight me for, we have another meeting, and I'd love that.
What about Dillon White? He's another one who's kind of in and around. I know it'd be hard to make because of the promotional differences, but is that a fight that attracts you? It's one that Frank's mentioned in the past.
Yeah.
You don't seem too enthusiastic.
No, I'm just thinking about something else, yeah. And of course, they're all big names out there. I was just see realistically who I'm going to fight next, and I would love to fight Dillon White and have a big showdown with him. I'd love that. But we'll see, taking our time now and just be ready for whoever's next.
Another fight that's been talked about in the past, and one that seems pretty good for this stage of your development, might be Dereck Chisora. He's been in and around. He's a bit of a measuring stick against the other top heavyweights. Is that a fight that attracts you? That
definitely is. Fighting Chisora. It'll be a great fight. He's rough and ready, and I love that. It'll be a great fight if we do meet in the ring, and I love that one.
And just before we let you go, have you got a message for your American fans about what they can expect on August 29th? We've got quite a big American audience on Seconds Out.
Oh, well, man. I can't wait to come over and show what I can do and bring my passion to it. And, just do what I do best and bring my passion, bring my heart, and hopefully take it over, give an explosive performance.
Brilliant, Dan, really appreciate it.